have an update on my faux leather bucket bag. Here she is. First of all, we have a stopper. The other thing was that I wasn't too happy about how the straps were folded under. It was very messy because I had to go over and over it again with skipped stitches. It really wasn't making me happy. So I added some rivets instead of stitching. So the rivets hold the strap down, and I could not for the life of me find some gold rivets, so I used copper rivets that I had. On the other side they were black, and what I did is I used a gold permanent marker, this bad boy, painted the backside of the rivet and then I put some clear nail varnish on top to hopefully fix it. Who knows if it will hold, but it looks good, so that's happy. And then the inside of this faux leather has like a white spongy thing to it, so the ends of the straps where I couldn't fold them under because they were too thick were looking a little bit ugly, so I painted it. Pat had a pink spray paint that turns out was the perfect shade, and so he actually painted them for me. Very nice. But look, this is in colour. Yeah, still a little bit rough, but way better. Then finally, also Pat to thank for this, is that I couldn't find anything to add to the end of the drawstring that wouldn't look too shoddy. I looked and looked for cord stoppers. They just weren't thick enough to fit this kind of width of drawstring, very thick and very wide. I looked for the little metal ends that you can buy for straps, but they were all too big, or I couldn't find the gold ones, or I could only buy 50. I didn't want 50, I just wanted 2. And then I thought of some mini Christmas baubles that we had. These are plastic, and amongst them were a few gold ones. So Pat chopped the top of it off, so he got rid of this. That's what it looks like. He chopped the top of it off. Not sure how. I left him to it until the hole was big enough to fit the drawstring. And look how good it looks. It's plastic baubles, but it works. And then there's a lot of glue in there that will hopefully mean that these baubles don't shoot off at any point when I'm using the bag. But I'm sorry, that is the weirdest but most effective solution. I'm so happy because it goes with the gold of the little feet, with all the hardware. There it is. I'm obsessed with how crafty we got with this one. But here she is in all her bubbly glory.